Hey, thanks for joining us. We're here again with Kristen, and Kristen, brand voice is the subject now.
Okay.
And we hear about companies should have it. Again, can you explain why? Like, what's the value of having it? What is it? And
Sure.
what does it do for them?
Sure. Well, I guess brand voice, at the end of the day, it's not just what you're saying, it's how you say it. And it's also about choosing your words carefully. And it's also about consistency, again, like we talked about with corporate values. So a brand voice really should it should really weave through all of your communications, from your website to the way that you interface. Maybe it's a sales team, for the way that they communicate. It's the way that you speak to customers, to fans, to the community. And so brand voice is kind of how you say what you're saying, but it also sort of like your personality, you know?
Yeah,
It's
sure.
It's your character. It's your character. So, you know, different brands are known as maybe being sort of fun and lighthearted, or spunky, or serious and sophisticated. And so it's kind of like, it's how you represent yourself.
And you need to know what that is, and it's got to be real too, I imagine. I mean, you can't make that stuff up. And you know, we've seen companies that have tried to do that, and
it looks fake.
Sure,
or phony.
And I think, you know, like you said, it's got to permeate through everything, whether it's your website or your packaging or how somebody answers the phone. And
Definitely, and it depends on what you do and who you are as a company as well. I mean, there are some businesses that are very conversational in the way that they present their material, their communications. They want to really reach out and speak to the person. They want to be very direct. And then there's others that are much more sophisticated in the sense that they want to be more conservative, maybe, or it is a little bit more formal.
Okay.
And so it just really depends on it goes back to corporate values. So it goes back to who you are, what
it seems
you
like that would be a
stand
part
for.
of it. And
it really is the foundation.
Do they start with corporate values to find their brand voice and then kind of talk?
I think that conversation happens at the same time, because when they're exploring corporate values, they're also talking about who they are and how they say things too. Like maybe they say, we're a really fun environment. We do hard work, but we take time to appreciate taking a break, or whatever it is in the corporate values. Well, then that's going to come out in your voice as well. If you have really stuffy corporate values and then your language is kind of flipped, it's like...
It's a disconnect.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't make sense.
It's kind of like the guy at the party who's trying to be cool and all that, but, you know, he's dressed like he's not cool.
Right. Well,
Make up your mind,
I guess
you know?
in a way, the brand voice it is. It's how you say what you're saying and how you speak. And consistency, definitely. Yeah. And that can be difficult when you have a lot of different forms of communication, even from the way you might conduct a meeting with clients or your staff to say you're putting up a new website, or you just need to send out some marketing collateral. A lot of times it's really inconsistent because maybe you have different people creating those pieces and maybe they don't understand what your values are.
Yeah.
So
it's good to have like one eyeball kind of looking at everything, or
or if everybody is aligned with the same values, then they know, and that does carry through to the voice. I think it all goes together. Well, thanks for sharing that with Kristen. And again, you can see some more videos just like this on the website and take a look. And she's got a lot of good stuff to share. So, thank you.